I was thinking, before you start planning the next year of your life, because we're really good at planning highs. We're really good at planning wins and breakthroughs and moments that we could post about that people would like. But nobody does plan for droughts. The season where things just slow down and your prayers feel unanswered. The wind gets knocked out of you and you're forced to face what you really standing on. This year taught me that growth doesn't always come with applause. Sometimes it comes with silence. So before you build your little vision board, ask yourself if you leave space for those. Is in those seasons really reveal what you're actually standing on. My name is Vaughn and welcome to another episode of this podcast. So another year gone. And every time we reach this moment, I notice that we all like to do the same thing. We like to rush to summarize it. We like to talk about what we gain, what we lost, and what we could do differently next time. And somewhere in that process, we sit and we build a vision board. We like to cut out promotions that we want, or the peace that we would need, or the growth that we want to see. We plan for the highs, but one thing that this year teach me is make sure and leave space for droughts. Everybody does plan for the mountaintops, but it's the valleys, and the lows, the dry seasons that really seem to take the wind out here. This year taught me that in a way I did not expect. And before we step into another year, pretending we could skip the valleys, I want to talk about what droughts actually reveal and what they could build. The hard thing about droughts isn't just that things slow down. It's that they make you question everything, your ability, your direction, your calling, and a lot of the times it make you question your faith. And the high seasons are affirming. They make you feel chosen. They make you feel capable. Droughts remove that momentum. So a dry season will make you feel like you're failing, even when you actually be informed. This year was a character building year for me, at least. Not because everything went wrong, but because everything went right when I expected it to. This year, I hit my own version of rock bottom. Not financially, it wasn't financial, it was more internal. I just got to a point where I had to admit something uncomfortable to myself. I had a vision, I had goals, I had movements, especially with my career and with this podcast. But when the wind get knocked out of me, I didn't realize I didn't have the strength to carry everything on my own. And that's when the truth kind of surfaced. I can't do this on my own. Not purpose, not calling, not life. I thought I thought at that time that being a man was fighting things internally that no one could see, while showing up externally like everything is fine. And it was right there in that honesty that I felt like God met me. Not to shame me, not to rush me out of the season, but to really sustain me in it. The drought didn't disappear overnight, but I just knew that I wasn't alone anymore. And everything changed. Uh, and returning to God didn't feel like I was going backwards. It felt like realizing I had been building for the harvest with all preparing for the dry season. And a lot of what I built before wasn't wrong, it just wasn't rooted on the solid ground. Um, and droughts have a way of exposing the shakiness in your foundation. That season realigned my family, me as a dad, me as a husband. It redirected my career. It reshaped the purpose behind this podcast. What I felt like starting over was really starting correctly. Um, God didn't remove the drought instantly. He taught me how to stand in it and how to face it. And once your foundation changes, everything seems to change after that, right? You can move mountains once your foundations are proper. Um, So as we step into this new year, I want to implore you guys to dream boldly, dream creatively, dream with hope, but dream honestly, and when you build a vision board, pray on it, like really pray on it, and leave space for growth and for droughts. Leave space for seasons where growth is invisible, where prayers feel unanswered, where momentum slows. Because those seasons aren't punishment, they preparation, they prepare you, they're where roots grow deep enough to survive the next storm. Everyone likes to celebrate highs, but it's really the lows, the dry seasons that decide what actually lasts. So don't fear the drought, don't erase it from your plans. Allow it to teach you, allow it to ground you, allow it to build you. And when the rain comes, because it will come, you'll be standing on something solid. I hope you guys had a great 2025, and I wish you guys even a better 2026. And I hope I could see you guys grow and you guys could see me grow. I pray for nothing but peace, but love, understanding, and I pray for shelter in the midst of a drought. Happy New Year.